At Beethoven, this is my first year, so it is week 13, so 13 weeks.
There you go, Elijah. Now get your eyes open. Good job. Here we go.
It's absolutely important to fund art programs. There's so many students, just people in general. There's so many people that just don't know how to express themselves, and by having an environment that's structured for that expression, then through that structure, through those experiences, then they can find those outlets that best suit them. Like, the more you try to be creative, the more you try to create, the more that critical thinking and just idea muscle of the brain, like, the easier it works. And then when you're presented with like a problem outside of the music classroom, then you've worked that thinking muscle so much that you're able to work through the steps of the process much more quickly than had you not had any arts instruction at all. I would really like Beethoven to become a truly arts integrated school, but to have a really truly arts integrated school, every single unit has some sort of tie back in to art. So, like, everything that you do in math is somehow reinforced in whatever's going on in art and music and technology. Same thing with reading and science.
And one name, Jill.
It's a lot of work, which is why it's not often done well. But I would like to see Beethoven move in that direction. Right now it's just a vision for me. I have expressed this vision to the administration, and they are definitely supportive of it. But there's, just with staffing being so fluid right now, and just a lot of moving pieces throughout the building, hopefully in a couple years, like, we have a truly arts integrated school. It's our duty to make sure that every child is not, we know that every child is entitled to a good public education, but that is not being put into practice. And every child is definitely entitled to the highest quality education that they can possibly receive. And just the amount of resources that are not given to students that are in areas that are of high poverty and the such, it's not fair, and it's setting up, it's a trickle effect that is setting up our nation to fail. It's not these children that we're failing ourselves and our nation moving forward. Mostly I really try to use music to build their character and their capacity as people. I really want them to be able to learn, like, the skills of empathy, which is very easily taught through watching somebody's performance, watching your own performance, and talking about like, how to give somebody feedback in a constructive way without, like, tearing them down or saying, like, you were really bad at this, like positive framing, stuff like that. So in all, I want them to go away with musical skills, but also have the people skills of just being able to be a good person in society.